Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election. In this video, I want to show how the Christian Association of Nigeria betrayed Northern Christians, and some can even say indeed Christians in general, by meeting with the presidential candidates of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that disregarded Nigeria's religious diversity and sensitivity when he failed to nominate a Northern Christian as his running mate with the excuse that he wanted a candidate that can win. And in fact, the same nonsense was repeated when he met with the CAN leaders in Abuja, telling them that the reason why he chose Kashim Shettima, a fellow Muslim, was because Shettima has the capacity to achieve what he intended to achieve for Nigeria. As if Shettima is the only Northerner that has that capacity. And Northern Christians don't have capacity to help Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to achieve what he wants to achieve for Nigeria if he's elected president. So it is insensitive of CAN to go back to his vomit. Why did I say this? In June 10, 2022, CAN warned the leading political parties to avoid the thought of Christian or Muslim tickets. CAN National Secretary then, Barrister Joseph Bade Daramola, said that such a development is a threat to a fragile peace and unity of Nigeria. He said those who are planning Muslim tickets should also find out what was the outcome of MKO Abiola and Kingibe ticket in 1993. If they try Muslim ticket this time around, the outcome will be worse because our fault lines are very visible. So what happened to the fourth line now? That CAN had to meet with the presidential candidates of APC under the guise of inviting presidential candidates to come and to tell them what CAN wants in Nigeria. What is the essence of inviting Tinubu without Tinubu telling his fellow Muslim ticket holder, Shettima, to step aside so that he can appoint a Northern Christian as his running mate? Because out of all the 18 political parties, it's only Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC that are so insensitive to Nigeria's religious diversity by running on the same ticket. And this is the kind of division they planted in Nigeria since 2015, to the level that all the service chiefs are from one section of the country. And at a time, they were of all the same faith. Before there was so much outcry. And they brought in somebody like the present chief of defense staff, who is from South. So what are we talking about? So by inviting CAN, by inviting APC to tell APC what CAN wants in the upcoming election, it means that CAN is ready to tolerate a Muslim ticket, emerging president of Nigeria in 2023. And this is unfair to Northern Christians in particular. Because if Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot find a suitable northern Christian that could help him to become president, why did he pick a northern director general in the person of Governor Lalong? So Governor Lalong cannot be a vice president, but he can be able to win vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Khan disregarded all this and met with Tinubu. And this is why Khan has lost respect for Christians in Nigeria. That is why they can treat Christians like shit in Nigeria. Because let me tell you, if this position was taken by the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in Nigeria, in a situation where we have a Christian ticket and Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs is against it, they will never go back and invite such a ticket to come and listen to them what they want. They will tell them first, if you are to attend, first of all, go and diversify your tickets like the rest of the tickets, but not Khan. I don't know what Khan want to hear again. You are inviting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. You want to tell them Khan's position. What is Khan's position? That is not already known. What is Khan's position that is already known that you need to invite them so that you tell them separately what you want? Khan's position have been very clear right from the outset that he doesn't want any political party to have a same-faith ticket. And when APC came up with this Muslim ticket, Khan kicked against this, say it will never accept it. So what changed between that time and now? It's a betrayal of Northern Christians that they don't have capacity to be vice president. They don't have, what is it that Tinubu want to deliver that Northern Christians cannot deliver it for Nigeria? We're talking about being sensitive to our diversity. I'm nothing against Muslims at all. My best friends are Muslims. And if you look at, I have nothing against Atiku Abubakar or any of the other political parties being interfacing with Khan. Because those tickets are balanced tickets. But we are talking about a ticket that is the most insensitive in 21st century Nigeria. And Khan is hobnobbing with them. Because what Khan ought to have done to set the message clear is to invite the 17 other political parties that their presidential candidates meet the diversity requirements. Why do Khan want to embarrass himself like this? It's a disgraceful outing for Khan, no matter how they prepare over it. No matter how they try to be politically correct, it's a big disgrace for them because the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in Nigeria will never do such a thing. And that is why Christians are being treated anyhow in Nigeria. And that's why Tinubu has the audacity to do what he did. Because he knows there will be no consequences. Because Christians have shown themselves to be inconsequential in the affairs of Nigeria. And Khan has just confirmed it. Because what is it that Khan is going to lose? Even if APC wins without Khan interfacing with them, what is Khan going to lose? What has they not lost already? According to the Punch reports recently, Over 53,000 Nigerians have been killed under President Muhammad Buhari thus far. Many of them in the Northeast, many of them Christians. So what is it that Christians have not lost that you have to placate them that perhaps they may win, or let us be in talking terms with them? You don't need to be in talking terms with them, because whoever wins must be subjected to the Constitution of Nigeria. But we are talking about the morality, the federal character of Nigeria, that you must respect it. Now you are helping them to get away with it. Because the message is being passed now that Khan tolerated Muslim tickets. That is the message. If Khan like, it can be telling itself a lie. That is the message it has passed. It has thrown Northern Christians under the bus. Northern Christians like former Secretary to the Federal Government, Baba Shilawa, former Speaker of House of Reps, Dogara, that have been crying against the ill treatment of Northern Christians by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is Muslim ticket. Khan has thrown them under the bus by meeting with the same party and the same tickets that these people, these Northern Christians, were crying against. Baba Shinawa have been sounding it out that APC must be defeated. This Muslim ticket must be defeated to send a message. But look at what the Khan has done. Khan has thrown Northern Christians, especially in the APC and in Nigeria in general, under the bus. For what? Why must every institution allow Tinubu to mess them up? The same way Tinubu tried to mess Afenifere up. The same way Tinubu messed Alliance for Democracy up. Why is it that this Nigeria's kleptocracy, even the clerics cannot win themselves of it? They can easily fall for it. And for what? Disgracing their faith because of what? Things of this world. It's upsetting for those who want Nigeria that represent our various diversities to see what Khan had done. Now, before I tell you further, move further on this issue, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, in July this year, Khan directed churches in Nigeria to vote against presidential candidates with same-faith tickets. This same Khan is also said that they should vote against presidential candidates with hard drugs and Boko Haram link. This was disclosed in a circular which emanated from the Political and Strategy Committee of Khan. It emanated from the Political and Strategy Committee of Khan and was sent to all the churches in Nigeria that they should never vote for same-faith tickets. And yet you met the people, the arrowheads of the same-faith ticket. Under the guise, you want to tell them what Khan wants, the kind of Nigeria Khan wants. The kind of Nigeria Khan wants is in that circular. That they want a Nigeria in which the president, the leadership will respect Nigeria's diversity. diverse faith. And that same faith ticket is a no-no. That is what Khan wants. It is as clear as day and night. So why do you have to invite APC when you know that they did not meet your number one requirement, the diversification of faith on the ticket? It is to embarrass Christians who are challenging Tinubu in APC because of what he did. A lot of Christians feel ill-treated, they feel humiliated, they feel underrated and undervalued in the ruling party. And instead of Khan, the umbrella body of Christians in Nigeria, showing us what Bola Tinubu that Christians matters, that Christians matter in Nigeria, what do we have? We have the leadership of Khan inviting Aswad Bola Tinubu to tell him what Khan wants, without first of all telling Khan, without first of all telling APC and Aswad Bola Tinubu to go and diversify their ticket if they want to be part of the program you want to hold. Because Khan would have sent a strong message if it had invited the 17 political parties that met the diversification requirement in their tickets, and they ignore APC. But they didn't do it. Because Khan has no respect for what Christians in the North want, from what Christians in the North demanded, for what even the federal character principle of Nigeria demanded at this time, even for what common sense demanded at this time, when Nigeria has become the most divisive country in the world, all because the APC administration failed to have respect and regard for Nigeria's diversity. And the APC, since they did not bear any consequence for this division of Nigeria along our major fault lines, they now wanted to rub it in at the twilight of their regime with a Muslim ticket. Telling Christians, what can you do? Telling Northern Christians, you can do nothing about it. You can only make noise. We are on our way to do what we want to do. Insensitive to Northern Christians, insensitive to Christians in general, insensitive to Nigeria's diversity as a country. And even Muslims that knew that if the roles were changed, you have a Muslim ticket by a ruling party about to leave, Northern Christians will not accept it. Northern Muslims will never accept it. Just imagine it, that when Obasanjo finished his second term and he was about to leave, PDP had nominated Christian tickets. Do you think North will take it? We all know how the North and Northern Muslims reacted, because they felt that Jonathan was occupying a position that ought to be occupied by Northern Nigeria. You know how they furiously, with a lot of ferocity, fought Jonathan. Across all party line, they were united that Jonathan must be kicked out because he cannot continue to enjoy a position they felt is the turn of the Northern Muslim to take. And they got what they wanted. So these Northern Christian Muslims, they should understand the anger of northern Christians that they were so ill-treated. It is easy for people to say, if you don't like what APC did, move to another party. APC is talking from a position of strength because it's the party in power. And they have all the instrumentalities of power, including the capacity to rig election. Except God help Nigeria and Beavers works. So that's what gave them the temerity to go for the same faith tickets without minding the feelings of northern Christians in APC in particular and in Nigeria in general. It is different from MKO Abiola's time, because that time was a time of transition, moving from military to civilian administration. But here we're talking about an incumbent party in power nominating self-faith tickets in a country like Nigeria, where several millions have died as a result of religion. Khan lost it here. I think Khan should apologize to Christians in northern Nigeria and Christians in APC in particular for throwing them under the bus. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.